morning, all my friends and family and students out here in Facebook, YouTube, World Wide Web land here. I want to take a moment here. This is going to be my first introduction into weekly and or monthly video tips that I put out on the web on the Michael Wyatt um, golf website and or Michael Wyatt golf Facebook fan book page, but just wanted to well, be my first guinea pig here for my own self, and try to see how what we can improve. Do weekly tips, weekly thoughts of what we can do better to become better in the golf swing, both with myself, both as students go, and also um, how we can also review. We're going to review some PGA Tour players out there. Try to work on there and look at their golf swing, see what they might could do, what they could be doing a little bit better in their swing. So here, picture on the right hand side is a picture of myself on April 3rd, a couple weeks back. I was just getting in the season, just trying to get back into it. Let's try to work on posture, trying to make sure that when I set up into it over this last 6 or 7 months, I put on a little bit of weight here, as we can see right through here, which in turn I think affected my posture through here, which I was really focused on trying to get the weight up on the balls of the feet, but I think what happened here, I started feeling a little bit of soreness, a little bit of tenderness back here in the back. So that's where I kind of started going to see uh, TPI instructor Greg here in St. Louis, works for Nutriformance in Frontenac, Missouri, but just trying to work on getting a little better posture, a little better conditioning of where I'm at physically. So I think will translate into the regular golf swing. So as we get started here, this is kind of a common fault that I've had here in the past. I've always, right at the beginning of the season, I want to start taking things back with this right hand. Instead of being a one-piece takeaway, shoulders, with the hands slightly coming back and the club coming back on this line here, I start to pull it back a little bit, that right hand. So what happens here is that club gets a little to the inside going back. It's kind of been a problem of mine in the past. So the rotation of the hands weren't bad here. You see the club's not bad, but that club is get behind it. So what happens here? Sometimes we get up to the top, causes my hands to get behind. So now, because of the physical condition I'm in, I don't always tend to get it back down. So then I'm playing catch up as I drive back down and through the ball. Good transition back, but my miss is always that shot back to the left. So what happens here? I try to play catch up. I get down through and I flip the wrists right through here. Don't always get through that to that left side. So I like to see a little bit better rotation, but I think it all stems back to that physical conditioning. Early part of the year, not really getting into it, not really swinging as well. I think what I was working on, and then we see myself on the left-hand side here, there again, posture, chin could be up just a little bit in this case. So as we take the club back, we got a little bit better line of the club going back here, focusing on, that one-piece takeaway. But you see right about there, that right hand's kind of pulling the club back rather than even being. I'd like to see, a great drill for that is pushing back, and I'll show you right here. Is I actually did with one of my students, Nick Cardozo. Right here, this is him doing the exact same drill, but it's still the same point. I simulated it with on the day that we did it. I simulated it with a sponge on top of a yardstick, but it's still that position where we're going back. You see the natural rotation of the hand. See that toe is pointing up slightly, maybe 1 o'clock, but just almost at that upper position. Whereas you look at mine as I go back, that right hand is trying to pull it back. Look how, that's facing towards 2. I got to have a little bit of rotation on that. That's unacceptable. So, at the top, hands are in a little better position. As we come back down and through, now I'm just playing catch up. So hopefully timing is all there. We swing down and through, better rotation through here. Now, some people will look at my follow through here and kind of say, well, what's going on here? Well, with my right ankle being fused, I don't always get that exact transfer properly like everybody should. I don't always have that exact tour pose like we would see from a, here's Bernard Longer, seeing that tour pose right here. I've got the upper half, my lower half of my body is No, nowhere near that. So I try to use with what I have, having the disability of my right foot, and there again, the disability of my tremors. I try to have a better finish, better position, but I work with what I got. So I'm going to work hard, trying to get a little better finish or a little better takeaway. I think here in the upcoming weeks here, got some tournaments coming up, but definitely work hard on making sure we have a better rotation with the forearms, better one-piece takeaway, getting into a better position going back one up to the top of the swing, and then two coming down and through. So look forward to discussing with you next week. Today's April 20th. Look forward to posting something next week. Also, feel free to comment on anything. Comment on the Facebook page on anything you may have or any questions you may think of or anything that you may see for in the future. So look forward to next week, and we'll talk to you all later. Have a good week.